If you're following us, we are now at lesson 6. There's only one more in the series after this one. This is going to become a family favorite. Today we're going to do, this lesson is on eating better on a budget. Right now times are tough. We're having to all make sacrifices. We're having to make our food dollars go as far as it can possibly go. And this is one of those recipes that you can make up. I promise your family's going to love it. And if you are, like myself, and think we need to eat cabbage and black-eyed peas, which 2020, you all didn't need enough black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas are supposed to bring you luck in the coming year. Cabbage is supposed to bring you money. So, we didn't need enough black-eyed peas. This is a recipe that you can make. It makes quite a bit. So, this is also a recipe that you could freeze and put in your freezer, and you could bring it out in smaller increments when you just wanted something to snack on. This is a wonderful snack. It is chock full of proteins. This is an excellent source of protein for your family. And it's just snacking. It's called tailgater caviar. I've known it to be cowboy caviar. There's several different names, and it's all basically the same kind of recipe. It is considered a salsa. And when we think of salsas, we think of tomato-based salsas. But if you're not checking out your local extension office, I encourage you to do that, because we have things like watermelon salsas. There's a watermelon and tomato salsa that was really good. We have several different versions of salsa that's not just that red stuff that you buy in the jar or the avocado. You can make your own. That way you're going to control your fats. You're going to control what goes in there. And you're going to be in charge. So this one is just as simple as it can be. This is black beans. You're going to have to rinse and drain these. The reason you want to drain them and rinse them is because you don't want the extra sodium and the extra preservatives on them. And when you drain your vegetables, it takes that off. So we're just going to dump this right over in this larger bowl. That's just black beans. Here are those wonderful, luck-bringing black-eyed peas. If you've never tried black-eyed peas, give them a try, because they're not that, they're similar to like a pinto bean. And here in the South, we like pinto beans. And this also, when we're talking about eating on a budget, in here, especially in the South, where we are, there are things that we do that increase our output of food that we've done for generations. And you probably do it yourself. I know I do. If I make spaghetti or if I make soup, I'll put a little pasta in it. If you're using whole grain pasta, then you're adding some whole grains to your diet. And it also makes that pot of chili go a little further. In some places they do this, in some places, but it's really prevalent here in the South that we put pasta in dishes. You put crackers and things like that to make things go a little further. This is yellow corn. Now this recipe actually calls for a yellow and a white corn. But I'm just going to use the yellow today. This is a beautiful dish when you're making it, because you have so many vibrant colors in this dish. Finally, but not least, tomatoes. You can use just regular petite diced tomatoes, or you can use the tomatoes with the chilies, the green chilies in it, or even the jalapenos, depending on how hot you like your sauces. So this is just tomatoes. And this, the seasoning in this is just salt and pepper and garlic powder. And do this to your taste. I mean, if you like a lot of garlic powder, garlic flavoring, then you would use a lot. I've just used like maybe a half teaspoon of each, or certainly not that much salt. Now, stir this up, and like I said, you can see how much this makes. And if you add that extra corn, that can of corn in there, then you're going to have even more volume in your bowl. At this point, you could take this and put it in a bowl or put it in a Ziploc bag. And you can freeze this in serving sizes. Like if you had a sandwich bag or a quart bag, you could freeze this. Defrost it. I really wouldn't encourage you to freeze it with the dressing on it, because the dressing is going to form ice crystals, and it's going to add a lot of fluid to your dressing, to your salsa here. So this is 1.5 cups of a light Italian dressing. And all you're going to do is just pour this over it and stir this in. The serving size for this is 1 cup. No, 1/4 of a cup of this salsa, which that's what it's qualified as, is a salsa. But you can take your salsa, put it in a little bowl here, add a couple of corn tortilla chips on the side. And this is a healthy snack that is chock full of protein for you. And you can sit and eat this. And the whole 1/4 cup serving only has 90 calories in the whole serving. And like I said, if you want to make it, because it does make a lot of stuff. It does make a lot of salsa. And if you wanted to freeze it, just remember before you add the dressing, put it in that way. And then that way when you get it out, you can thaw it out, and then you can add your dressing. And you're not going to add a whole lot of fluid to your salsa. And I hope you enjoy it. This is going to be a favorite of yours. And have some on New Year's Day. Bye.